A very good morning to you. I hope I find you in good trading mood and definitely good news. For those of you who has been following us and using, especially our members, using our trade VSA, finally the KLCI has turned green pentagon last night. Actually more like last night because the market closes are in. But of course, those of you who are using the trading view plugin would have seen it just before the market close and probably have that advantages that most people don't have. Get your plugin right now with our trade VSA. But let's go on to what we have for you in this morning special episode that we have for trade VSA using the VSA 360. And very good morning to you. For those of you who have just joined us in here, a very special welcome to you and thank you for your time. So we want to keep it snappy and just give you the necessary update for the sectors that you needed to stay ahead with VSA 360 that help you trade smarter every time. I'm sure you want to trade smarter every time. As a consequence, you will do much better, have better results, and perhaps have a better second income from your trading and building your wealth too. I think that's the end of it, what we are trying to do over here. Now let's look at what we just have in store for you this morning in here, and let's look back to December last year when we first started to talking about the turtle trader, which is pretty much this program was really based on. In our first episode, episode number 3, right now we are episode 16. That's right, we were talking about the candidates of those turtle trader. Now you still remember that, right? We've been talking about that some of our students from our masterclass go through our 2-month turtle trading program where they are trained to be a day trader. That's right, this was the challenge that we have for them in here, the turtle trader in here. And what we did in December, we received about 25 candidates from our masterclass. Now, we only pick those from our masterclass because they go through the necessary training to be a trader. All things being said, we all need to have the kind of training you need. Can you operate a car without training? Can you operate a plane without the right training? You can try, but definitely you will crash the plane or the car if you're not well trained. And the same goes for our turtle trader. We felt that the necessary training that we do and the awareness that we are creating in our breakfast show here with the tools that you needed, our VSA 360 and our SmartRobie will put you into that place. So we went through, we got about 25, but eventually only 9 succeeded to complete it. All being said in here, it all depends on the caliber of the student. As I said before, not everyone is suitable to be in this program. They have to put in some hard work. It's not a get rich kind of rich scheme where you buy something and get rich. All of us hope for that, but in reality, we all have to put in the kind of effort in here. So that's really good in here. So let's go on to the conclusion of our turtle trader. The candidates were very simple. I think what's really determined is that they want to have a challenge, a mini retirement, especially what we faced during the COVID-19. And many of them are really in their profession. And sometimes we always talk about the profession that they are, whether it's medical, engineering, or housemaking. We all know it has either an asset or liability. Because why? If you look at it, being doctor, they always have to be right in the market. Now we all know we were wrong about the Ukraine and Russian war, isn't it? We thought it would end earlier on. We thought it would be over by 3 to 4 days. Guess what? We were wrong. In many ways, the market is the same. If you are from that profession, then you cannot be wrong. You will find it very, very challenging to change the kind of mindset. And that's what our turtle program, our masterclass program is all about in here, right? And we all need to update our skills. Now, take note of the free trainings that's out there, plus the premium training that you have. Free training can only get you to just at the door. To really succeed like our turtle trader in there, then you need definitely more. That's why we want to welcome you to join our masterclass, which we will be doing it. And also last weekend, right, we all remember we did have our March 2022 market conference where we invited international speakers to work together with us, to work together with our students, work together with you, so you will have the kind of skill that is needed in here and to prepare yourself for completing the journey. So have you started your journey? I'm sure many of our members have already started and trying to get there. Of course, along the way, many of them will just drop out because of the sheer challenges they are not prepared in there. They always find that investing and trading, just like any other field, merits and dedication is also needed. But we at the coaches here are here to help you. So as that Congratulations to our 3 winners in here. We have Roslyn Tay, which is actually a manager in a startup company. Then we have the next one is Zenali, which is actually a travel agent. We have 2 ladies. Imagine, right? As I said before, a lot of time men tend to feel that this is, I know this better, the market, I can take it. But all being said, we have to put ego aside and let the performance and let the result speak for itself. But we do have our second runner-up was Eric, and from Singapore in here. He is also a manager in a corporate in here. So Roslyn, congratulations Roslyn, congratulations to Zenali, and congratulations to Eric for being our first Malaysia Turtle Trader competition that we held, and they all receive prize money up to 2,600 ringgit, which is actually a 1-year plug-in for Roslyn, and Zenali and Eric will both receive a 6-month plug-in worth 1,600 ringgit in here. Congratulations to them, and I have to say before, it has been great working with them, training them to be the next turtle trader. Are you ready to be challenged to be the next turtle trader? So do join us about our program here. All right, let's take a look at the performance that she did. She made about in 21% profit in 2 months for our winner. That was Roslyn Tay in here. Congratulations being the champion in here. And we continue to get updates, and we really want to know how we can feedback our program better. So this is above me is a QR code. If you want to give some feedback how we can do it better, whether you want to look at certain things that people don't talk about in here, we do have our regular program in here. But if you want to help us, give us feedback and something that you want to know deeper, do let us know too. All right, and of course our VSA 360 is the center of what we do now. We check the stocks, we build our analytics, and also this is what we call the dashboard to the insights which I will really to share with you in here. And of course our intraday alert for those our turtle trader has been using to make that 20% performance so far in here. Now let's take a look at the market last night since what it have closed. Now we have seen the market close up 400 points, the day was 600 points, and we all know previously, let me just show you previously where the chart was before we have this, okay? And so previously the market was really down here, right? Then we said that the market has formed a double bottom. And how do we know that? Because of our market stages. You can see here is the double bottom. We got a double bottom. That is a very, very strong bullish reversal. That was the market bottom, and also we talk about the wicks, isn't it? And then guess what? The market eventually turned back up and started to go higher in here. All right, so that's how we look at it. And then the green pentagon comes in here. So those are things that we really share with you, how you can have an insight, how you can get in early on. But if you are just happen to be here for the first time, if you do, just type in 1 in there, and then you are able to see this market will continue to move higher. That now on the Dow Jones we have the green pentagon in here, and also the VSA 360 will tell you that too. Now on the VSA 360 also turn green pentagon. This is let me just move the chart a bit here. Yep, you can see it, right? Turn green pentagon here. That's the one that you have, and that's looking good. And this morning, all right, our coaches has triggered our trade number 3 for our Pentagon guided trading portfolio. I have to say we did have some losses throughout last year, but so far we are in the money for the first 2 trade, which is Gamunda, Evergreen, and this morning is 1 trade that we just started to gone in here, but I'm not going to share with you. I'll probably let you know in our next episode in here how well we fare on those trades. This is where real money, real trading by real people in here, unlike where you get from other people in here. We'll share with some of the results that we have so far. All right, so now let's also move on to our next topic in here, which is the VSA 360. We believe it will give you the 360-degree stock view, better performance responses. So all in all, to help you trade smarter, and you can do that too. So why wait? Subscribe to our 360 in here. And I talked about last Wednesday. Now you have not, just check it out on our YouTube. For those of you who subscribe to our video, I thank you for you. And if not, check out the video again here. I talk about the glove world search. Why? Because we have a market leader early on in the group, which is actually what I call a white swan. And then guess what? The Pentagon Guider turn also for the healthcare. Is this a sign where I talk about the market leaders starting to make move? And that's why we have a green pentagon right now in here. Of course, we're going to really examine in here. So VSA 360 is the heart of all here. We look at the sectors. We want to see what are the market we want to be in and out. As I said before, green pentagon already turned, so we want to be in here. And then the sectors which I will talk about how you want to allocate in here. And for our specialized training, the total trader, they go into the intraday, the portfolio, and the advanced screener in here. But the regular Joe, you and me, some of you want to have some insights, will be the fundamental trader investor in here. So let's look at out of the overall market, what we talk about here. Previously, the market was a red pentagon, but since then, he has turned green pentagon in here. All right, so let me just update that. Turn green pentagon KLSE, and the market did hit a support at 1520. Now, if you go back to the chart that we have, okay, where will we likely to be the resistance? Okay, going back to here. Okay, this chart here is the 1620. This will be the likelihood, the fourth time breakout in here. How high can you go? We're going to be looking at you using the peak value. We may likely to break that old high this time in here. Now take note, the CGS CIMB research talk about the best high we could do is 1620. Now that we know Johor election was won by Barisan Nasional, that looks to be good. That's what constructions are moving in the green pentagon, which I'm going to share with you next in here. So a lot is going on in our VSA 360 in here, and also half of the sector already turned green. Healthcare, finance, and REITs are turning green in here. And what are those already turned green? What's in our alert center this morning? Let's take a look what is in our alert center this morning here, and I'll bring mine in here. Okay, I wonder why. Okay, let's bring in the switches to 360. So once you log in here, first thing is that go through the usual daily setup. The market now is down 5 points. Singapore is down 7. Hang Seng is still down 400 points, but Dow Jones was up 400.417 in here. We could see the green pentagon just turned green. And again, switching on to a wider chart, and this is why you want to get the 360 by no means. Only here you can see the foreign fund which has been buying since early February, and that's why the KLSE, as I said before, can hold and sustain and likely to break higher because of this foreign funds buying in here. So very good indicator to use. And we have seen construction last week was red, turning green. You can see a lot of these previously was on the higher rate zone are moving to the left. When you move to the left hand side of this chart here, that tells you a lot of sectors are turning in here. And the KLCI right now, we got a bit of pullback on the market is down 5 points. You can see the red one here are the one that is selling, the green one just give you a heat map where the market in here. And of course, we have seen 6% move in here. Month of March, generally in the last 4 years, it's been down, so maybe likely to be down. But April is the month that we are looking for. All right. So if we do see this market clear through and bringing a bit more upside, bringing the 1620, that will be definitely great. We also look at some of our past Pentagon Guided winner in here. You can see on this chart in here, and also our activity in our screen in here. So check it out for our VSA 360. If not, just for a low price of 2 ringgit, you can access the 360. Why not? All right, let's take a look at the alert in here, and switching on to our alert. We got KPS, RL, N2N, which is a dual turn green pentagon, Perak Trans, Sedania, Dufu, Kobe. Yep, these are all the great tech stocks. CTOS, Samdabi, Hector, Dayang, RHP, Great Tech, Inari. Okay, Franken. These turned earlier on the 18th of March. On the US side here, we got the Nvidia, which is last night just turned, Microsoft, Facebook, DXC, CRM, Amazon, Adobe, and Apple has turned green pentagon first time, right? Which I actually bought it, I think on Wednesday when I was talking to the live FB that night. Actually, I bought some for that on the Facebook at about 157, which is actually at the low support. And you can also see the market stages of that. If you're not get your Apple in here, so all these great stocks are coming in here. What you are waiting for? Go over and get it, and later on don't regret, as I tell you so in here. So those of you who have it in here, and that is our alert center, something that you should check every morning once you get hold of the 360 in here. All right, let's move on to next. We have is the sector. Now right now you can see many sectors already turned green pentagon. The KLCI has turned, which I've shared with you earlier on. The telecommunication, finance, the healthcare, which I've shared with you earlier, utility and construction. Others has not turned. The one that I was looking for is technology. Let's take a look at technology. Where is technology? This morning all you got to do is go back to dashboard and scroll right at the bottom here, hit the expand the screen, and technology, this one here, hit the technology, and you can see technology almost there, coming to, you can see the market break back up. If it moves up today with a follow through, you will get finally green pentagon technology in here. But usually that's a case then for our advanced trader, those of you who want to use those advanced setup that we teach you to have a better reward to risk. All right, the reward to risk. For beginners, you have to wait until the green pentagon comes. That's the real difference in here. Usually beginner need to go through the period of familiarization, the trade setup, the back testing, the numbers of paper trading. And that's why we talk about what the turtle trader all went through and become what they are today in here. Okay, so let's go back to where we are. Okay, and here we have the, so this is, so if you look back on last week, the 10th of March, you can see everything was red. So usually when you see everything that is red on the red pentagon, people become very, very pessimistic. The FOMO comes in, the fear of missing out comes in here. But that is the time I talk about when market is fearful, think greedy. And definitely right now we're seeing good signs in here. Market started to turn, and the same thing, once market started to turn all green, there when you're greedy, you need to think to be very fearful. The cycle repeat itself, and the more that we be familiar, and those of you who've been watching, the more that you will know that this works very, very well. So right now in here, constructions, utilities, and definitely turn green pentagon, what we see in this market in here. So let's take a look at some of the market leader that we have here. Okay, and first one just now we saw was Supermax, since the green pentagon has turned. So Supermax, and so we just wait for it. It's taking a long time, isn't it? Okay, I get this issue. Okay, let's look at the next one in here. It should be because the server issue in here. Okay, let's look for, I'm getting Harta Lega too. So it's a okay, let's try another one. The server has been very busy in here. Next one was Top Glove. I'm having this issue also now. Okay, I'll go back to the dashboard. I'll come back to it shortly in here, because sometimes it's the access that I have over in here that is preventing the market being accessed. But let's go on with our show in here. So later on you can check the Supermax, Kosan and Harta Lega, because the server it's busy right now in here. Let me just move this up a bit so you can see here what are the leaders. All right, and turning green. Now, like it or not, the market is still going down at the downtrend in here. Still going downtrend. We haven't seen the what we call the double bottom, which is important before you want to be buying in here. Right now, for those of you who have bought it much earlier in here, if you're looking to sell some of those, it's better. Don't try to average down, right? Don't chase it. As I said before, one of the reasons why you do not know how portfolio system work, and that's why if you look back in the past, how well has your portfolio been performing? If not, it's a time to upgrade your skill, upgrade your knowledge in here, and do not be satisfied with the status quo of losing money. All right, you always want to be making money in here. Okay, let's go on to the next sector. Here is also turning green is finance sector. Some of the market leaders that we have is let me just try it one more time again, if I can get the, let's try Harta Lega. Okay, now it's back. Now the server is back. So you can see here market, first thing for sure, you can see Harta Lega is number 4 out of 8 of the healthcare here. Okay, it's a long term, it's a growth stock in here, main board. Then you can see here turn green pentagon, poof up, and already nice breakout yesterday that we saw, which I already talked about earlier on Wednesday, when one bar pullback. Today is down 2% in here, which is fine in my opinion in here. Let's take a look at just now was Supermax. Okay, Supermax is number 1 of the healthcare. All right, number one of the healthcare in here, and so that's floating share. So you can see nice setup, also turned green Pentagon, but again this morning is up slightly 1%. And let's say look at Top Glove. Okay, so Top Glove is number 2. Top Glove is number 2. Supermax is number 1. Okay, interestingly enough in here, 186 in here. And again, I have talked about all the issues which is, you know, really hogging the rubber gloves. So check out the video that I have on the YouTube in here. Now on the other one is just now we were talking about finance. So let's look at finance. Public Bank. Public Bank is 16 out of 33 of the finance. It's number 8 out of number 10. Not very favorable. I think partly is because the PE is, the ROE is a bit low and the PE is a bit high in here. But like it or not, the analyst 8 of March giving it a 4 ringgit 80 cent, which is only 4.6%. So almost there lah. Okay, let's check out Maybank with the analyst report in here, and oh, Maybank is better, 10 ringgit 40 cent, number 9 out, number 10, which is actually much worse off than in here. But the number 1, let me show you, is Hong Leong Finance Group, Hong Leong Financial Group, which is number 1 out of banking, number 5 out of financial services, right? It's why, because you have a ROE of 9 with a PE of 9, which is actually much cheaper, and you can notice the trend is really pushing up in here. Green Pentagon also on Hong Leong Finance in here. All right, you can see the monthly return for Hong Leong quite steady in here. Last year lost 2%, 10%, so giving you a nice steady return, average return of 5% in here. Ray, fantastic, isn't it? Right, that's the VSA 360 in here, something that you can also check it out on the others. All right, let's go on to the others. Others is just surprising in here, and for a low of 2 ringgit you can get all the markets, all the plugin that we have in here, and also our masterclass. Some of you were asking about it. There's a number there you can call, 0102669761 if you're interested in our masterclass and more about our total trading program in here. Now our new feature that we're talking about is the winner and loser. One of the things that we want to do here, you can get over to the learning part. Now it's under screening. That's right, under screening here we have the use cases, winner and loser. After we screen them, right, we actually look at the market in here. Gamuda, as I said before, one of the trades I was in here. Now GR here means growth stocks. Those are particularly growth stocks in here. So if we double click this one, it will take you to Gamuda. You will notice also this is a growth stock, growth company with growing revenue and EPS earnings. Those are good one. FADO, fundamentally good quality with good dividend payout, which is about 2% dividend. So construction right now, we all seen, I already turned green Pentagon in here, and you know, Gamuda, of course we all know. Scroll right at the bottom here, there was a news that they won that project, Aussie tunneling worth 6. And notice the date was 5th of March. 5th of March. So when it's 5th of March here, is it, oh no, sorry, is it 5th of March? 2nd of March. 2nd of March, and if you click on this chart, make it bigger, you see 2nd of March, somewhere around here, when the market broke out, that's where the news actually came out, and that Gamuda is responding. But early on, you can see in 20th February, someone already knows something, but that was a wash, market goes higher here. All right, so usually smart money knows about these things, and the chart itself already reflected for you in here. Okay, and oops, sorry, I want to share with you this one here. Let's go to the sector winner. Let me turn this off again. So go to learning. These are the learning things we have. We have all the tutorial, the VSA glossary, the basic investing course. It's all over here, so you can check it out in here. All right, and also our so all in all, VSA 360 is a full solution for all your learning, your analytics, your fundamental ratings, your fundamental checking of the store, the market timing in here. What else do you need? Everything, including even portfolio for those of you which is coming up for the masterclass. Here is a portfolio in here. So when you are registered for the masterclass, this is a special things that you will get that you do not get where if you are not just a plugin in here. So just take note of that one. Then we also have the calculator there. Let's look at the winner and losses. So let's also again scroll down to the US market. US market continue to be Oxy. You can notice Oxy is 34%, Nui is Newcon, Steel, KR, Kroger. Wow, this one also 18%. And let's scroll right at the bottom. Anything else? All the technology stocks, eventually it's going to come back. Right now, these are past winners. We're going to be looking at over on the Singapore side, AP4. That's the one we talk about, right? The rubber glove, right? And 31st of January was the first time it came out. And remember, we talked about Wednesday, the margins, the clean room margin was first brought up by the bank, by the analysts on the 23rd of February. But this stock run and turned green Pentagon on 31st. You hear it first with Pentagon Guider, right? Really, really remarkable tools inside here, something that you'll be proud to use it for the stocks inside here. All right, that's just a quick review of in here. All right, now we are bound to the couple of stocks that you want me to look at. If you wish to go ahead, just pencil in there. You use the VSA 360, and for those of you who don't have it, that's something you want to consider. For those of you who have it, I'll also look at the chart in here. And don't forget to go over to our Google Play Store and Apple Play Store to review this our product, the 360, as well as our SmartRobie. We really thank you for your time, and I enjoy your presence in here. It makes my day so much better in here. Okay, yes, Patrick, definitely the joining the course. Yeah, there's one you can join. Actually, it's April 13 and April 14. There's some information in there. All right, do contact our help desk at 010-266-9761. There you'll see right at the scrolling table in here, and just WhatsApp and talk to Zach. We have the deep value investing course, how to look for the under value and what we call a big winner kind of stocks. Okay, so make sure you check that one out too. Okay, any more stocks? If there's no stocks, we will close here today. Thank you for coming in here. I do hope you enjoy our, we put up the breakfast show for you in here. And yes, don't forget to smash that YouTube, subscribe to it. We have more great videos like this coming out in here. And don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram chat room in here. Yes, we did have one here, Inari. James is asking on Inari. Inari got green Pentagon, buy lah. So simple anyway, right? Let's take a look. Inari. Okay, just wait for the charts to come out first. Yep, green Pentagon. That's it. All right. Flexi is what? Is that a US company? Flexi. Media. Let's check out Media. Is it A Media or Media Prima? Okay, let's take a look at Media Prima. Okay, Media Prima is 1 out of 8. It's main board. Oh, it's second. It's number 7 of telecommunications, second of the media. And yep, it turned green Pentagon. No problem. Just go ahead. Once it turned green Pentagon, don't have to ask my permission. Follow the green Pentagon. Follow the trading plan. Yeah. Okay. Amanda. Bumi Amanda is must cut loss earlier on. Okay, broke through ATR stop loss, broke through rate. Usually the kind of comment when you ask me, right, I will just follow the Pentagon. It's not that difficult, isn't it? When you broke through the ATR stop loss, you need to cut loss or here. So it's all about really believing this system as part of you. So that's why we talk about our training that we do. If the person is not trained, we're giving you a tool. Let's say I give you a hammer, right? You're not trained to use the hammer, right, to hitting a nail. Most of the time you'll miss it too, right? It's not, all right. All about is the needed training and the needed coaching that you need. So ask yourself, have you ever enrolled one for it where you have coaches really to support you and help you? If not, so simple, right? Inari in, Media in, Amada already down so long already. Okay, the choices is with you. Are you happy with your status quo? Are you happy holding on losses? What is your strategy here? Okay, we have MC Main here. Okay, MC Main is construction. So MC Main, yeah, green Pentagon, no problem in here, starting to move up. All right, MC Main going up in here. So this is $2.30, and let's see how we go. Okay, Flexi Dynamics. Let's take a look. Flexi, yeah, Flexi here. Yep, used to be Flexi down. 4 out of 8, pretty good stocks. Okay, 4 out of 8. And haven't turned green Pentagon yet, but it's a technology stocks, right? Number 12 out. Number 96, a industrial product, is an ace. It's a long term, okay, and that looks pretty good. And it's a new stock in here. Yeah, I think it's fine. You look at it, okay, but hasn't turned green Pentagon yet, so just wait for it if you're a beginner. But if you are already an advanced student in here, just do your trade according to your trading plan. All right. Okay, MC Man, I think we covered. That's all. Thank you for coming, everybody. We really appreciate all your responses and the things that you have and the questions that you have. Do share this Telegram chat room in here with your friends so we can join. And I'll see you next week in our breakfast show. Bye bye.